Do you really think bees are grinding non-stop, day and night? Or do they actually have moments where they kick back and catch some Zeds just like us? And where exactly does this little guy crash after spending all day buzzing between flowers? Does he snooze solo, or does he prefer hanging out with his crew? And what's the adorable little secret those tiny feet hide while they're asleep? The truth is, bees actually do sleep. They can clock in up to 8 hours of shut-eye a day, which is totally similar to the normal sleep cycle for us humans. Plus, bees have these sleep and wake cycles that mirror our own. While they are snoozing, their reaction to outside stuff drops, and their movement slows down significantly. Bees typically choose flowers as their cozy little bed, since the petals provide some solid protection from cold winds and rain. Sometimes the petals even wrap around the sleeping bee like a soft natural blanket to keep its body temperature just right throughout the night. Bees actually get ready for bed in such an organized way. Before they drift off, they hunt for a clean flower that's totally free of extra pollen. Then, they groom their antennae and feet to get rid of any dirt, just like we do before hitting the hay, and this little routine helps them wake up feeling totally refreshed and ready to go. And here is the cool part: the whole hive doesn't just crash at the same time. They actually organize guard shifts while the others are snoozing. Some bees stay wide awake at the hive entrance to protect everyone from predators, and then they swap out with others after a few hours. It runs on a super precise rotation system. As for the bees that catch some Z's outside the hive on flowers, they often sleep in little groups. The reason for that is, the group slumber keeps them way warmer and protects them from predators, since it is a lot tougher for a predator to attack a whole squad while they are sleeping, whereas they could just easily snag a lone bee. And here is the absolute cutest part. Bees actually hold onto each other's feet while they snooze. This isn't just some adorable moment. It's actually a way for them to stay anchored together, making sure no one tumbles off the flower when the wind kicks up or when they drift off into a super deep sleep. If you take a close look at a sleeping bee, you'll notice it's all covered in yellow pollen that got stuck to it during its long day on the job. This stuff is basically like its own natural pair of pajamas that shows off all the hard work it put in. Plus, it actually turns into a snack for the bee once it wakes up and starts grooming itself. It has been scientifically proven that bees actually go through different stages of sleep. There is light sleep where their antennae move super slowly, and then deep sleep where they are totally still. It has even been observed that if bees are deprived of sleep, they get all confused and cannot remember the locations of the flowers they visited before. Even the male bees, which are called drones, hit the hay too, but they do it a bit differently. Since they don't collect pollen, they snooze in groups on tall blades of grass, clamping down with their mandibles to stay put. It just goes to show that sleep is totally essential for every single type of bee, no exceptions. And here is a fun fact: a bee can actually sleep hanging upside down with its feet locked onto the edge of a flower. Their feet are equipped with tiny claws and sticky pads that let them hang on tight even during a deep slumber, which is just like how some other insects can totally snooze upside down without ever falling off. Also, the bees that are out working hard collecting nectar all day actually sleep for longer stretches compared to the bees hanging out inside the hive. Those indoor bees can just grab quick little power naps here and there, while the foragers really need that solid, uninterrupted sleep to recharge their batteries and lock in the memories of exactly where they found those amazing flowers. If you ever accidentally wake a bee up from its snooze, it takes way longer than usual for it to get its balance and orientation back. It has been noticed that they start flying in this super wonky zigzag pattern at first, and then it takes a few minutes before they get back to their normal steady flight path, which is pretty much all the proof you need that they really do need their beauty sleep. To wrap things up, next time you walk past a flower and spot a bee catching some Zeds on its petals, just remember that this little guy needs rest and safety just as much as you do. Plus, the way they organize their sleep, cooperate as a squad, and pick out the perfect cozy spot, it all goes to show just how incredibly precise and organized their world really is. It is honestly something worth taking a moment to appreciate.